When the duck walked up to Santa's sleigh, and he said to Santa who was loading his sleigh, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" Santa said, "Look, Duck, I'm not enjoying the way each day you're more annoying. Now please just move on." The duck said, "I'm gone." Then he waddled away, Merry Christmas. Then he waddled away, Merry Christmas. Then he waddled away, Merry Christmas. Till the very next day, bum bum bum.
Fair enough.
Mopping forward, old Allen Iverson. This skillful piece of work right here.
He was not. Allen Iverson whooped that guy's ass just over and over
7 foot tall cup of mayonnaise.
But just ran around him. Ran around him to the corner three every time. Like clockwork, baby.
Man. Yeah, it was so annoying.
You picked the slowest player in the game.
I did. Trying to prove a point. But no, the N64 is amazing. That controller was god awful and annoying because it had a middle stick that also had a trigger at the bottom. So you had to time when you held on to the sides in the middle. Because there's no way you can hold the thing and press all the buttons at once.
So I guess that's I was not a Nintendo 64 kid.
The hell were you doing?
Oh no.
We couldn't afford it,
no.
so eventually
But you had friends that
I had friends
around
that
it, right?
I had friends who had it, and here's the problem though. I had friends who had it and loved it, and I'd go to their house and they'd be like, "Yeah, let's play this. Let's play GoldenEye." Okay, and then I'd just get destroyed for 2 hours straight, and I'd say, "Fuck them kids," and I'd walk out, and I'd say, "Your proximity mines are bullshit. I'm out of here. I'm tired of playing slappers only."
So the game is just three besuited men.
Each other in a basement.
Each other in a basement.
Everyone's congregating in the bathroom,
Yep.
are they? Slap fight in the bathroom.
Yep.
Oh, there's no escape, Trevelyan, for England, James.
Everyone's over here playing like pros, like they are 007, and I'm wandering in there like a drunk child, like I don't own the system, so I'm not just like a savant at this point, just able to play anything I want. I can play some Mario Kart, like I got that because I was Nintendo. I remember our first Nintendo. Oh, there you go. I like that. Like so Nintendo, my dad bought us a Nintendo because he wanted the Nintendo. It wasn't like he's like, "Hey, here you go, son. I got you a Nintendo." It's like it was I want a Nintendo, so I'm gonna play this, and you're gonna get to play something.
Don't you even think about touching it.
There we go. See, Fernando knows what it's like. Screw them with their fancy pants, hand-eye coordination. Got you, Fernando. But yeah, so like my dad, he picked that up, so it was more for him playing like what was it? He played Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I'm there with Mario, and then we had Super Nintendo after that, and then after that, I had eventually like I was on Super Nintendo for a good long while, and then eventually when I did upgrade, I got a PlayStation, but that was also like years later, and there's a big gap. So I just played 64 at friend's house. And then, of course, since we're talking about Nintendo 64, don't forget that you had to upgrade it with a little memory pack so that you could play games like Donkey Kong and I want to say Shadows of the Empire.
I think it came with
and Star Fox. Yeah, it may have first populated with Star Fox.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was not privy to that level of gaming, so I was just like left out of that generation for a while. So just going over to friend's house and watching them beat me like a child. Like, no, we're not playing this. It's dumb.
Well, I mean, I want to go next because that is basically tangential to what I was going to say. My probably my number one gift is the first Nintendo, which is not this one. I just wanted to show this one because we never got this one in the States.
Well, this is the Famicom, so this is Nintendo.
Well, it is, but I think this was released
not
in
the
Japan.
version we had. Not my Nintendo.
We got this one.
Not my Nintendo.
Later that summer.
It's so weird from just a design standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to show, like how different these things kind of were.
Because the toaster model is better. The game pins would like it was a better construction and better design, and for some reason they're like, no, they have to visualize it like a VHS. Like that's the only thing that these Americans understand. And so you open the tray and you slide it in like a VHS, and it was.
And then you slam the hell out of it to get it to work.
bonkers dumb, and it was just it's such a but I mean
We were dumb.
We're pretty dumb. Like I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
gonna lie.
they tried.
No,
They
no,
tried
no.
to. They tried
This
to
is like-
rectify it with
Yeah,
the N64 though, where they left the top open and you had to like
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Sorry, yes.
They also released a version of the Nintendo later on that has a top load toaster style, and because they learned like it would hold up better. And it's like by the way though, it's not on us. It was the designers who thought, oh, they can't handle it. It's like the boomers who are like, oh, these kids in their participation awards. Like, we didn't ask for it. You gave them to us. You gave us the stupid VCR version when we wanted a top loader version, and we had no choice in this.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
Yeah, there's so many shirts that had to be blown through in order to fix these things.
Oh my goodness.
Can't blow directly in it.
Shirts,
shirt
Q-tips with a little bit of alcohol on it to clean the pins.
Make
There
it
you
whistle.
go.
Just make it whistle. It'll work. All
Or
matters.
if you just hit it at the right angle, it would rejigger itself, and you can finish playing
Yep.
games. But yeah, I got
Or
one
if
of
you-
these. Go ahead, Pat.
Yell at it sternly. You work, you.
With some authority.
I
Yeah.
feel like that. I feel like those are like the stages of fixing it, though. It starts off with the yell, then ended up with the slamming and hitting stuff.
Yeah.
You progressively get there depending on where you're at in the game. I also remembered that these things didn't save.
Not in the not in
Not
like the this traditional sense. Like some of
Yeah.
them had a little watch battery in them, like
Right.
Zelda, where you could choose to save,
Right.
but like auto saving isn't what you think it is.
I
Like,
just, I was gonna say I meant for the crash games. You were done.
oh, yeah.
For games that you might have been playing for about an hour to
So-
2, maybe 3, and then all of a sudden you just crash. You're like, oh, that was
I-
half the day wasted.
I saw
Or do you-
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it. You're first.
I saw a video on TikTok that someone said if you hit start A on the original Mario Brothers, it'll start you back from the last level you were on. Does not
Yes.
seem true to me.
I call
It is.
bullshit.
I saw that ridiculousness, and I was like, I never knew, and no one knew, and it's just like,
How would we have guessed that?
right,
But-
exactly.
but somebody had Nintendo Power. How is this not just somewhere written down
Yeah.
or just through the grapevine?
It's
very
crazy.
upsetting.
But yeah, well, that's also because like at this time too, like we would since there's no save, like you'd be like, well, I set it for pause, I set down the controller, and I just wander into the kitchen for half an
I
hour
hope
to
no
eat
one
dinner,
picks up the sticks.
and then yeah, exactly. Hope no one picks up the sticks, nothing happens. I come back, no one bumps it or turns it off, and come back, and nope. Goonies 2 is never going to be beaten now.
Or you hear that damn
Because-
chime at the very end from a different room. No! Someone touched the
What
stick!
did you do?
Yeah,
What did you do? This
They
I love that
did make
knew,
me
thing.
look
and
up-
they let it happen.
This did make me look up the Nintendo cereal again.
Oh, that series was amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
good.
basically
Thanks.
what's up?
It was Mario and Zelda.
Were those the only ones? Didn't Donkey Kong have one?
No, it had a Mario bag and a Zelda bag. It came with 2 separate cereals in the box.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a eventually didn't they expand that World of Nintendo cereals?
I mean, probably. You know, it's.
Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
look up Donkey Kong cereal now and hope it goes okay.
Oh, you're about to go to DeviantArt, aren't you?
Yeah, well, you know, I like to party. There is a
I
Donkey
also-
Kong cereal.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm not crazy.
I mean,
Do you guys remember the games you had for Nintendo? Oh, I brought this up also because of the progression of Nintendos or game systems I eventually got. I had the Nintendo. I skipped the N60. I didn't skip. My parents skipped because these things are expensive.
Yeah.
Skipped the N64 version. I think I even skipped the Super Nintendo as well. I think the next thing I got was like the GameCube.
Bruh.
Ended on. And then what was the equivalent, or what was the one that played
GameCube
against?
and
Oh, I got a
PlayStation.
Sega. I had a Sega.
Yeah, so Sega was a touch point for some kids who like they went instead of doing Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yes.
people-
oh,
they
man,
were
look
those-
at you.
who-
Marketing
those were-
worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's that blast processing. It just locks in there. But the Sega team, like they had their own batch of like successes and faults. Like they had the Sega CD, they had the Sega
Oh, I had-
Saturn.
I had got a Sega
Sewer
CD.
Shark.
That was the only
Yeah.
game that they had.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really was
Hit
so
left.
bad.
Hit right. Nope, you hit a sewer grate.
They're after us. Who? I don't know. Just keep going.
So I do have a tangent that I want to go on real quick. And
Do it.
so we all, I think we've all discussed it in some form or another. We discussed the Mario movie from Illumination
Mhm.
and how like it's like, oh yeah, it's the Chris Pratt's acting, blah blah blah. But the thing, by the way, I just tried to share my screen. I am convinced that Illumination was attempting to do Duck Hunt and then didn't get the license
Oh,
and
nice.
made the Migration movie. Like that.
You're probably
Don't
right.
think you're wrong.
I see this and I'm just like, this looks like this, right? This looks like Duck Hunt to me. Like, I don't, and I'm like, did they just like, they built the pitch and then, like they said, no, technically that's not a license we still continue to work with, so we can't do it. And they're like, that's fine. I've got another idea. Like,
Yeah, this could have been part of one of those
shared
ideas.
universes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Kevin Feige of the Nintendo universe.
Yeah. And it's like,
I
we
mean-
know that we're going to get a Zelda movie, but it's going to be live action. But I'm like, I see this and I'm just like, this is Duck Hunt. And they built out the pitch reel. They built out all the assets and they're like, huh? Can we do it? And they're like, technically speaking, that's not a license we have anymore. So it's I don't know if it's fault because I can't see them doing, I don't know if they have that it as a continued thing. I don't know. I think maybe we saw one of the characters in a Smash Brothers, like the dog or something.
I was gonna say, I
Well,
wonder if the dog was a linchpin to this movie getting made and being called Duck Hunt. They're like, you know what? You can make it. You just can't have the dog. I'm like, well, can't call it Duck Hunt without the dog.
Yeah. The people like he laughs at us and then we want to shoot his ass.
Yeah. There can be large chunks of this movie that don't make any sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just the little tangent that I wanted to go on because I was very much like I've seen that trailer. I'm like, every time I'm like, wait, Illumination, they just did Mario. And for those like also back in the day, because the Mario games were technically super small within the cartridge, they had 2 games on those cartridges with Mario and Duck Hunt. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
those
so like
that was a bundle that first came out with it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
some people had Hogan's Alley too, though. So there's a few different
What was
licenses.
Hogan's Alley?
Hogan's Alley was another game. I mean, we can.
But what was it about? Or what
It
did
was
you
just
do
a
with it?
shooting game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
need
right,
something
I
to
get-
work with a gun.
Yeah, you needed that red and gray gun so you feel like RoboCop.
Red and gray. I had the gray
Oh.
and gray one, like from the original.
Oh,
Yeah, gray on gray action.
Yeah,
You had the
like-
orange one?
I
like
had the
Captain N,
orange
exactly.
orange one. I think it was
Ooh.
whatever orange or red one it was.
You got the one after a kid got shot taking it outside. Got it. You got that one. You got the.
Good.
Oh, we gotta make this a different color, guys.
Safety
go.
color gun.
Yeah, way too
Yeah.
real. Orange tips on those guns. So yeah, this was Hogan's Alley. This was that did.
I can't even make out what that 8-bit image is.
It's a
Yeah, it's just a
gangster.
dude. Yeah, it's a gangster shooting stuff.
Is that his chin or is
Kinda.
that a beard? What is that?
Don't
I
worry
think
about it.
It's a chin that. Yeah,
They had to sell this for
it was. I mean, it was pretty simple. Like, so you'd have to shoot like, oh, you see, this is the bad guy.
At the
This is the cop.
YMCA?
This guy, yeah, exactly.
What is
Yeah.
this?
This was Hogan's Alley. This was the game that sometimes came with like
I would
a
be bad
split
at this.
cartridge. Yeah,
Yeah, I
trust
don't
me,
know
it
who
was-
to shoot at.
And well, like it was one of it had 3 different. It had like the shooting range where like the little pop-ups would pop up, and then also had like this part where you had a can you had to kind of juggle. It was a very simple game, I guess, but that was what we had back in the day.
I mean, I would still play these games today and have
Yeah.
trouble with them. The same
Yeah.
trouble I had back then.
Yep.
I've learned nothing.
Yeah, that was Hogan's Alley that I think came with some early versions of. But yeah, but to get back on the tangent was that Duck Hunt was the progenitor of Migration.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I like that conspiracy theory. I'm right there with you.
That
Thank you.
feels right.
I also feel like, just on another tangent, that Illumination is doing a pretty good animation job, especially in light of some of the stuff I've seen with Pixar. Like, there used to be like a instant visual quality level that you can see from Pixar and be like, oh, that's going to be an amazing Pixar movie. And now I see stuff from Illumination and other companies where I'm like, oh, these are actually really good movies and somewhat better than some of the Pixar ones as of lately. I feel like a lot of DreamWorks is doing some good stuff as well. Like, I'm like, there's good animation out there. That's Pixar is no longer the prestigious area to kind of go get your animation movies from.
I mean, that's we're definitely going down the whole like discussion topic of like, is Disney in trouble?
No,
because that's
I mean, you
that's
can frame
the-
it that way. Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing is like everyone wants to get that clickbaity title out there.
Do, do kids still like Mickey Mouse?
I
That's a
mean,
good question.
when they're properly marketed to, yes.
They're
Yeah,
fine
Because
with it.
it's just a matter of ingraining it in the. Well, here's the thing too: like the kids who will like Mickey Mouse are also the kids whose parents like Mickey Mouse, so they're taking them to the park and they're showing them the stuff. So it's like are the
the
kids,
mouse indoctrination. That's what
exactly
you're getting
it's 100%.
Again, my original theory isn't that like is Disney in trouble. I'm just saying that the level of animation is I don't know, caught up to Pixar. Like Pixar isn't pushing the boundaries for animation as it used to. That's all I'm saying. And I think they're great animation. Their animation styles.
Do you
that
think
are
it's
also
because
good.
they're so focused on expanding diversity in movies? Is that your point there, Kareem?
Thank you for the segue. Let me get into what I really want to talk about.
Welcome. You've activated his trap card.
Conservative animation, our new podcast.
So like I just was thinking about this too because I was going back to look at it. So we've had like I don't know how much I agree because we've got The Secret Life of Pets in 2019. So
No,
I mean,
that's okay. Fair enough.
but then the Sing 2, Minions, The Rise of Gru, then the Super Mario movie. We're looking at Migration, Despicable Me 4 because fifth time's a charm because we also had like at least one other Minions movie in there somewhere. Good God.
Probably, yeah.
And then there's Big Tree and Sing 3. I would question pushing the boundaries with Despicable Me or Sing. I say Migration does look like as an original property, it does look like it's a little more
Well, I
pushing.
mean, just the Mario movie and Migration, I think, are really good showcases of animation. I mean, I wasn't a giant
Yeah.
fan of the movie itself, but the animation I thought was spot on. Like, I didn't have an issue with like scaling and color accuracy and all that stuff. Like, I thought they did a really good job presenting Mario. The story itself could have used a couple passes, I suppose, but
And maybe even some of the casting, just like it's me, Mario. Come on, Luigi.
I don't. I feel like I'm right back in the movie. It's so good.
Yeah, you're just,
Like it's like the
are
Everyman
you-
voice.
Yeah.
It's what I think every male cartoon character should sound like for the next 7 years.
Including cats too. Just like
Sadly,
yeah.
I sure do love lasagna.
Guess what, Pat?
Mm.
That is what every male character voice is going to sound like.
Oh, I know.
17.
Yeah. That's all we're doing.
But then, I mean, like I said, it's not just Illumination. Like I said, DreamWorks has done some really good things. I mean, I like the animation they did for the bad guys and stuff like that.
I have yet to watch that. It looks fun.
It is. It's fun, and like I said, it's just different animation. All my point was to say is that when
Shit
I
on Disney, you just wanted shit on Disney.
no, I think the Pixar is just as good as it was 10 years ago, and I think a lot of other animation studios have caught up to it, or at least presenting like what's it, the Mitchells versus the Machines. They're just kind of going out and diversify. The new Ninja Turtles movie, like there's just different art styles that I find are more interesting than what Pixar has been doing for the last 20 years or whatever. Not to say that the storytelling isn't amazing still, just the animation. I'm like, okay, I've seen
I think
Boss Baby animation is the peak of animation. We all know
that.
clearly. I think that with Pixar being more and more brought under the Disney label, there's far more homogenization. Good God, I can't speak.
Yeah, that's it.
Within the brand, and so I think and also movies are. We always base the success of movies off of. I guess that's not your argument though, so I'm guessing I'm going on a tangent. But so many movies have done so poorly lately that I don't think it's necessarily the fault of the movies. That it's more just like people aren't going to the theaters like they used to be. Like I keep seeing numbers that are like, oh, this is what things are now. I'm like, yeah, but that's you're referencing numbers in 2019 that can't be compared to now. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about numbers, so it's kind of a different discussion because I can see what you're saying. The animation in other studios have stepped up, whereas it feels like they maybe haven't risen congruently within Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pat?
I got nothing. Ken, give us one more Christmas toy. One more present. Give us one more.
right.
Give us a good one. Give us
Man
something
wants
we
one
can
more.
close on, or start on, or run on.
Don't
play
call
with.
it a comeback.
Just give me a toy.
Just put it in front of me.
Well, because
unless it's what were the generic? Yeah, what were the generic Transformers called again?
GoBots.
GoBots?
Don't give me a GoBot. I got a GoBot. I was very upset.
Leader
Sidekill.
one.
Leader one. There we go. They had one transformation. Bend over.
Let's see.
Yep. I think didn't they have like Transformers and McDonald's, and then the Wendy's had GoBots?
Yep.
I feel like that's yeah.
Oh, this is not going to work.
Freaking
Dang it.
GoBots.
Let's see if I can do this real quick.
What are you trying to do?
Fix
worry
something on
about
my
it.
side. Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you're talking about that, what are the generic toys? Okay, Pat, what's a toy that you got that you were not happy with? And mind you, Michelle is listening.
Well, we're going to focus on my childhood then. I can't think of when I wasn't happy with off the bat. I can think of when I was sad by the end of the night. I got an Egon Spengler Ghostbuster. He was in like a suit and he had a tie that popped up. So like you'd hit a button and his like mouth open and the tie would shoot up.
Yeah.
That is a Fright Features. That's one of the Fright Features ones. That's the Fright Features functions for the Ghostbusters line. I'm aware of that. Let's.
Why were you sad by it? Did you
The tie broke the first night.
the
tie broke. And I looked up pictures.
Now you just look dumb.
Every picture, the tie was broken on. Like those things, they just did not last.
They weren't built to last.
They were not meant for this world.
For one of our, there's a toy designer out there. God, what's it? Fan Plastic 4. They made their own version of like some of the toys as kind of the new Ultimates versions, and even in that they made the regular Egon, and they had two different versions of his tie that you could switch out. A broken one, so it could be like all the toys you had as a kid,
That's
or
awesome.
like the full one.
That
He's
is
like, no,
funny.
because so many like everyone had that broken tie. But yeah. That was the Fright Features Egon was so good. Which, if by the way, we for those who are listening, we are also discussing doing kind of some game nights on here. So definitely try and follow us on there. But we've discussed playing the Ghostbusters game, and you can make that Fright Features Egon in the game, and it's a brilliant idea.
Could you really?
Oh, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
now.
they have some of the different outfits they've upgraded and added.
But
that's actually pretty fun.
Yep.
If you want to see me jump in a corner, come watch us on Twitch. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
Well, yeah, not well.
Not well. Not like LL Cool J.
Yeah, Kareem, did you have a toy that you were disappointed? Like, oh man.
Yeah, I got. Oh god, I don't remember. And as disappointed as I was, this may have been the toy I had the longest. Actually, it was.
Lester the ventrilo. No, okay.
No, my mom made sure I didn't have that one very long. It was these rock transformation creatures. Like it was like a
Rock Lords.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah, they're Transformers that turn to rocks.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
I had that thing. I don't know how I got it.
Wait, did you have the round one or the square one?
The square one. I had the like brown one that was a square, and I think arms like he put his arms this way and put his legs like kind of cross leg Indian style, whatever. The problem was that none of the joints stayed flexed, I guess, in those positions. Mm-hmm. So you're always just holding him like a sandwich, kind of to like make sure he didn't fall apart and like untransform before he needed to. Yeah. But the whole appeal was that hey, he transformed into a rock. It's like mine was like you just had to hold him, and then
he transformed into a rock if you hold him in a rock form.
Yeah, exactly. And that was when I had the longest. That was like the toy that was like, I mean, we must have moved a few times. Like no matter where I was at, that toy was around, and it was always around. But I didn't like playing with him because I always had to hold him in transformation form, and you couldn't stand him anywhere because again, the joints never like stood in place. So if you stood him, he would just fall apart.
Your mom never got rid of him because whenever you played with him, you'd hold on to him like, oh, he must really like that toy. He's always holding it.
She got the wrong message from that thing.
Yeah, that was really during the time like peak. We will turn anything into a He-Man or a Transformers, throw it out there and hope. Just anything we can do.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look a lot cooler.
There it is. No, it's no, go back. Go back. It was the one in the top left corner that you just there. Oh, someone's using Bing. That thing.
You got to earn the point.
That does look like a turd.
Bandai GoBots Rock Lords. Yeah, that's the one I had. But he was
Oh, it was a go. All right, this makes way more sense.
Yeah, I was going to try and say.
Hence
So
why
they
I
were
primed the GoBots conversation. Boulder.
so because they didn't
There
own
he is, right there.
the
Red and
robot
gold.
function. There you go. This guy right here.
Yes, that was him. Had him for like 10 years.
So, yeah, this was the villain. So they didn't own the robots to vehicles. So they said, "How about we go to rocks? How about we do rocks
Yes.
instead?" And
You know
they're
what kids like
"We've
doing?
got this."
Throwing rocks. Sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And after the first, I want to say maybe the first couple weeks, he stopped being able to like hold his own transformation positions. That's why I was so upset. with this.
Brimstone.
Yeah. Also, again,
Good
I didn't
name.
ever watch. I didn't watch the show. I didn't know what it was. I think my parents were like, "Hey, it's a transformer of some sort.
Yeah.
He's got to love them all." And I was like, "Oh, great! He doesn't fit in with the rest of the cars and jets and stuff."
Oh, look, it's Rock Man. Yay! Is that Rodimus Prime down there?
No. This one here.
What?
No, this is a
Gatling gun.
recolored.
How'd they ever lose any battle with this guy in the field?
Oh,
Jeez.
Nope.
They call him Murderbot.
this one's
Shoot
yeah.
you in the
This is a
face
different
in the
character.
sky.
Yeah.
Just recolored. This one too.
Okay.
That's all they are. They're all pilot swaps. But yeah,
That's just
Oh,
that's amazing.
was-
though.
you said Rock Lord, so I'm like, well, we got to show the audience the Rock
Yes,
Lords.
thank
They
you.
know
Because yeah,
the
my
GoBots
description paled
had their
in
swing at him.
comparison.
Brimstone. Solid name. Solid name.
Just too bad he's from a shitty franchise.
No, it's good.
And his color also faded, as you can tell.
I mean, it's
He's
yeah.
pictured as bright red.
that's
in
I
a
mean
lot
that's the
this
case
stuff.
of most toys. Like there's lots of them that
Yeah, but he ended up
but he was
looking
more
like
this kind of like muted.
yeah, he looked like 6-year-old dates.
I was gonna
Fuck
say
this toy.
craisins, but we can go.
Yeah, that was a toy that I was
Yeah.
not impressed with. How about you, Ken?
So if I had to, pardon me, real quick.
No worries.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can share screens again.
Of
Go
course.
with this one. There we go. So the
Oh,
Marvel
wait, you
superheroes
didn't like
line
these?
was no, I love these. You were
Oh,
asking for my
okay,
number.
This is
my
the last
number-
go. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
this is
sorry.
coming back. This is my last swing at
Right.
bat. So, yeah, so these were great. These were like at the time, these were the best toys. Toy Biz was a prolific brand. They had actually just done like a lot of the Super Friends line. They had done some of the Batman movie stuff before Kenner took over and shifted over. There's just so many good toys. I loved the Venom. This is like the second or maybe the first Venom where he had like slime come out of his chest. There's like a superposable
So it
Spider-Man.
says living skin slime's pores. That sounds
Yep.
horrible.
Yeah, it's just like one little spot that goes. Bleh.
I know, but
Suction cup-
imagine if you're a parent buying that and you just
Yeah.
read that as a description.
I mean, that's 2/3 of the Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtle toys. So
Yeah, the whole Secret Reviews, that was their brand.
Let's get him the infected toy.
Yeah. So there was this was one that I thought was one of my favorites. Can I do left to right? I can. So it also had a great play set. So it's like you've got this Marvel Superheroes Training Center that had over 12 action features.
That's
Like you've got the Hulk on the bottom, like punching stuff. You had Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Doctor Doom. Like they
surfing
had
stuff.
Yep. They had a lot of good like I say good characters, but like they had their A-listers to a certain degree.
I don't know, they got
I-
they at least got the Punisher up there.
And they got Daredevil here hiding in the corner, which I'm like, I don't remember a Daredevil figure in one, but I mean eventually they would have done a
Did
good
you look
amount
in
of
that
them.
corner?
I didn't look in that corner. No,
You missed out.
I did.
Punisher gonna
Um,
do something stupid.
Yeah, so
Something
well,
no,
that's-
he's gonna do something mid-level.
he's
intelligent.
gonna run out in this Punisher van.
Whoa.
Dang.
That was that.
That's pretty
like, They
awesome.
had, yeah. Well, this is the thing too. Like at the time, like you would like they like. Well, let's make a vehicle because we have to sell a vehicle too because we've selling X-wings over here for Star Wars, so we've got to sell a vehicle. So let's make the Punisher van the ultimate anti-crime vehicle. It's got a secret rooftop weapons platform, pivoting guns hidden under the front grille, separate machine gun center.
What
Wait,
makes this?
separate-
What makes this?
This is just a repurpose. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sir. This is just a repurposed Ninja Turtle van, isn't it?
Yes.
No,
Very
no,
well.
like this is Toy Biz. This was before the Ninja Turtle van, or well, because it's like 89-ish.
He's shooting bullets, not pepperonis.
Yeah, exactly.
There ain't no pizzas here.
Punisher don't ever eat.
Only thing you're eating is lead.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, what makes this the anti-crime vehicle?
He just
Because I feel like this is the
anti-crime.
ultimate crime vehicle.
It depends on what you're categorizing crime. When it's a white dude
because-
who's well off, it's not
Yeah.
crime. That's the thing. He's like, who's he shooting? Mostly criminals, which are brown people. It's fine. It's anti-crime.
Well,
That's
I
fine.
feel like
Give
the
it-
result of all these bullets that he's shooting is death /
Yeah.
murder, which is a crime.
Nope.
Nope,
Okay.
Not when
no.
the Punisher does it.
It's called qualified immunity. Okay, Punishers.
Ah, he's not even a cop.
Ken
though.
knows all about it from his being a fan of the cops when he was a kid.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
not the
Legos got him early.
Not to be confused with the cops that was the other toy line cops for. Oh
Wait,
God,
what was that?
you guys don't remember the cops toy line?
Mm-mm.
Am I?
Where did you grow up again, Ken? Copville?
I grew up on TV. I grew up on television. That was what's constantly piped into my head at a regular.
I was gonna say,
intervals.
what particular state did you grow up in, though? Because I feel like you got a lot of propaganda.
California, oddly enough. I was born in
Okay.
Iowa and then I moved out here. So
All right.
yeah, fair amount of propaganda. I saw the same shows that were like, hey, the internal affairs are here. We don't like those guys. Internal affairs. Like, that's their fault for putting that in the content in the show, okay?
Yeah, but we don't like him. Too investigating.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're going to stop us from law and things and using the law and beating people with the law, running people over with the law.
To protect
Exactly.
and beat. That's what if you
I
put
don't
on
have
the side of
time
this
for
car.
paperwork. I'm too busy copping things.
Copping things.
Cop and things.
All right. So then, of course, I wanted to mention the card. This is Punisher
Back to the
van.
cards.
Hit the
Series
van.
1.
There you go.
So he just drove around in
Poorly
what used to
cut.
be known as, what the hell is this thing?
That is
It's
What the
Captain
fuck is
America's
this?
Turbo Coupe.
Cockmobile.
It's his Turbo Coupe.
Is that what it is?
Captain America is Ramrod.
Say car Ramrod. Say car
This
Ramrod.
Ramrod machine.
And it has a glider wing that's separated out.
What the hell is he supposed to do with
That
this?
is some Reed Richards ass looking like fantastic car bullshit, that glider wing.
It's quality
This is
stuff,
so
man.
bad.
It's like Thanos' chair with jets on it. The
I mean,
hell,
I
man?
mean, we can get to Thanos' helicopter if you want, but Thanos has a
That's
helicopter.
cooler than this. This
That-
is way cooler than this.
What is that shit supposed to do?
It's a turbo
Ram.
coupe. It's a
It goes fast. And
it's a
rams
shield
into things.
rammer. With a shield
What?
rammer and doors that
feel like
open
he
to
could just
reveal a
keep the
detachable glider wing.
Could he just reinforce the front?
Shut up.
No, it has to
Okay.
punch first.
Yeah. Just like America. Punch first, ask questions later.
And
There
make
you
sure
go.
It looks like a dick while it's doing it.
Every
Oh,
time.
I mean, if that just helps make it more of a hero.
God, it's so bad.
God, he looks so lazy in the glider. I can't get over it. Like,
He's got like a beer in his right hand. Like, all right,
I'm out of
So-
here.
go make sure
Yeah, I
America's
got
safe.
stuff to do. You
Where's
got
my
this?
natty
You got
ice?
this turbo coupe? You got it? All right, I gotta go.
Yep. So of course we got to give Spider-Man his car.
No, no.
Oh,
Yes.
Where,
this is cool.
Dragster.
where was the one that he had that drove alongside walls and shit? That's the one I want.
That we're right. They didn't make that. They did
What-
this. They did the
what-
Spider-Man dragster
The
instead.
Spider-Man pizza mobile. What is
Yeah,
this?
it's toy design at their greatest. Like, no, we'll just make our own. That way, we own the license on it. Why would we? Which no, this is yeah.
Kids love pizza, right? Would have had his webbing on it.
There you go.
Done and
They love
done.
it. It was Spider-Man. They love pizza. What's the problem?
What does the blue thing do again?
Shoots
It's
up.
like those. Yeah, it shoots up. You
Stupid.
pull the thing and it shoots up.
But so does Spider-Man get underneath helicopters to shoot that? Like, what is the effectiveness of this device?
It knocks bad guys out of the
Oh.
sky, like the vulture. I don't know.
The front.
By the way,
front
There's
shoots
no
something,
vulture for
too.
this line.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's a grappling hook, right?
the front has a grappling hook, but the blade thing shoots other ways. I don't know.
It says
Again-
launching spider web disc. I'm like, what?
Is
what
it like
does
the thing? Did it have the pull cord that made it go up?
Yeah,
Or was?
Or was it the
Okay.
ones
Or
that
you-
you like roll
you-
back?
you drove fast enough and it'd shoot up. I genuinely don't know. I didn't have this. I'm just was
But
collecting photos
how could you not have this automotive masterpiece, Ken?
because I didn't have the funds it took to get this. I was too busy trying to collect all the figures. So
Also,
need
how
Dr.
does
Octopus.
how does that front wheel articulate? Because I feel like he's just going to drive very fast in angles.
Yeah, you're just driving in one direction. That's all.
What's the problem? I don't see
Yeah.
the issue.
All right, just making sure. This just seems like this is almost worse than the Captain America vehicle. Go back to it real quick if you can. No, it's better than the Captain America vehicle.
Thing's awesome.
Captain
It's
America
like
vehicle still wins.
It just looks like it looks like a very erotic ambulance.
Wait, his wheels say Captain America?
yeah, it's called.
Wait, you don't know?
branding.
Yeah, in
His
case people
wheels
don't know who
and
this
his
is.
car.
Trademark?
Is that U.S. Agent? Oh no, that's
No,
Captain
'cause-
America.
no,
Look at the
'cause-
wheels.
He could drive up next to Super Dave Osborne, and you'd be like, "Wait, is that Super Dave?" Nope, no. Read the tires. Read the tires. Okay. Clearly, I'm Captain America. Don't try and pull that Super Dave. No,
Two-bit
no,
has
get outta here.
been Daredevil guy. And
I
Captain
did steal
America.
his shtick though with my sweet ass glider. Glide my ass out to the bar.
My recliner / glider.
Lazy boy. Kick out in a second. Any other vehicles we got here that we can destroy? Anything else?
No, I was just gonna. This is just gonna feed into
Oh,
the other
man.
lines, like the X-Men toy line. It
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
I like the
Those
X-Men,
X-Men were so good.
but I could never
Yeah.
find Gambit. I was very upset with that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it
It
was
was.
sold out.
He was a tough one. I mean, all these eventually these have now evolved into the current Marvel Legends line, and they have gambits you can pick up, and there's good stuff out there.
You know who they always had a lot of? Long Stars.
You mean
Long
long shot?
Long Shot, yeah, sorry. They always had a lot of
It's
long
okay.
shot. I'm like, nobody wants this shit.
Yeah, it
Give
came
me
out,
the
if it
actual
come out-
X-Men.
Come out in the
So-
mid '80s, it would have been great.
Yeah,
This
there
was
you go.
one that I had that was
Ooh, cool.
it was like a to
That's
me at
awesome.
least it was a Costco exclusive because I couldn't find Iceman in stores anywhere at all.
Yeah.
But you could get him in this, and so I begged my parents to get this for me, and I did get it that year,
Nice.
and that's how I got Iceman because it's like this. You got so many great figures all in one pack, and it was just like,
Sauron. What the fuck?
I mean,
I just-
they can't all be winners, okay, man? Like, I was happy to get Iceman.
Sauron
love
doesn't
Ice-
want to cure cancer. He just wants to turn people
He
to
just wants-
dinosaurs.
Exactly. Oh,
So
Is it
you do have the
Victor
you do have
Lycos?
the cure for cancer, though, right, Sauron?
yeah.
Yes,
but Whatever.
dinosaurs.
The cure for cancer is dinosaurs.
I mean, Lizard got his arm back.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs never died of cancer. Ha!
I
And we
can't
don't have to
refute it.
argue with that. That's yeah. It's just like,
I just the one, and it's just because of the size I get it, but highlighting in the middle like that prominent Professor X and Sauron, like, yeah, okay. It's
Like
That's
they're
a
on the same
choice.
level. I love that Magneto is Wolverine level henchman or sidekick
yeah.
to Professor X. So
That's
put
interesting too,
Sauron
like-
in the middle.
You'd imagine they could have they could have
Switched.
flipped at least Cyclops over with Wolverine, so you'd have Wolverine and Sabretooth and Magneto and Cyclops. Like that's, I mean, of course you'd want
Makes
a
way
Magneto,
more-
and
Or you can
Professor
have
X.
Magneto and Professor X, goddammit, and
Right.
get Sauron
Yeah.
out of there.
But yeah, well they didn't.
Or
didn't think
maybe,
it
or
through.
you know what? Maybe move Apocalypse out of the back corner somewhere and put him in the middle.
no
How,
surprise.
no.
how is Sauron
No.
better than Apocalypse?
You know how? Dinosaurs.
Not true. Michael didn't make anybody a dinosaur.
Yeah.
He got that sweet Michael Crichton money.
There
Jurassic
you
Park
go.
World, baby. Jesus.
Wait, is this 92? It might have been because Jurassic Park. We gotta get this out here.
Yep.
I
So, yeah.
just- that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait.
That this box set was one of my favorites that I got, and it was
wish
it was
I'd
all
got
thanks to
that.
Costco back in the day.
I'm
Jealous.
jealous.
Costco.
Oh, there he is,
then-
Gambit.
There's Gambit, and this is just a kind of a big shot of everyone I had.
That's
You got
awesome.
the-
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
all the
like-
ones you had?
No,
X-Factor,
This is just a.
crotch first Cyclops.
There you go.
Which one is it? Oh, if I don't hit you with my laser beam, I hit you with my dick. Either way,
Well,
we're
you
making
get this one
contact.
now.
Yeah. Oh, wait, how's this work?
I never even knew they had an actual Rogue one. I guess when I went to the store.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
dude.
see it.
Rogue was hilarious because she, like, everyone was like, I can't wait to get Rogue, and then the paint job on it was god awful, and everyone hated it. and she has like it basically. I will pull an image for this because it is worth discussing. She basically
Please
has
do.
a mullet, and everyone was just like, what were
Oh, they
we
have two
thinking here?
Cyclopses. They had two Cyclopses there, Pat.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they had the Jim Lee-ish one,
And
the
then the
blue
X
and yellow.
Factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they had the crutch first. It's like,
Ugh!
ugh.
X Factor wins.
So they try. It was weird though because it looks like the picture for the Rogue One isn't the mullet one though.
It's yeah. We've got we've got images. Let's go ahead and
Because it seems like they went with
Pants.
the one that we. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if you guys ever watched the show because I was mentioning this to Pat again already before. Big City Greens.
Mm-mm.
They have Wendy. Is it Wendy McClin?
Oh! Oh no!
What the hell? Whoa! Come on!
Is it Blow Up Doll Rogue?
yeah. So
This-
it was
This is
Oh.
this is.
I don't.
What happened? Ah, Jesus!
yeah. There we go.
She was definitely dating Lester.
That was
Jesus Christ!
So, yeah,
Nightmare
this-
Fuel.
this was the Rogue figure that came out, and the funny thing is too is like the card art is good. Like it's I mean
That's
it's
what I said. Like,
yeah. It's like but like we were just people like yeah there was a Rogue. I had it and my brain was like I'm happy that I have a Rogue, but the Rogue is this Rogue, and it's not the best effort they put out.
it's not a good
Kinda
effort at all.
Looks like the girl from Russian Doll.
Yeah. That's a little bit better, whatever that was.
This is more the later Marvel Legends era.
although
people
like her
still-
stomach is half boob though, which is kind of weird.
That's,
Yeah,
yeah,
peop-
she should.
People really hated this
talk to
one.
a doctor.
I can see.
Like this-
I mean, I would take this one over the other one, but yeah, it's not. I'm not a huge
Well,
fan
but
of
you
it
can also
either.
tell like this is like a decade at least later where they have like articulation and everything.
Yeah.
Wait,
it is
I also love that they gave her blue eyes for some reason.
yeah.
that is. I
That-
did
that-
not like that.
Yeah,
Not
but so
a fan.
there's
But she's got a power uppercut though, Pat.
Cool.
Yeah.
You power
You
up,
pull
cover
that
her
arm
ass
fit-
out of here.
That was so bad.
Oh God. I need an adult. I don't feel good anymore.
Jeez.
They did a retro one.
Wait, did they just redo that one?
yeah. So this is because we're oh
Okay, that's much
here
better.
we go.
Yeah.
So this is this is one of the more recent ones, and
Okay.
they got David Nakayama art, and they did like this is an up to date one.
She
So you
looks
can see
very
like they definitely
unhappy.
changed and updated over the years. Yeah, she's not happy to be there. It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing. Oh, not with the glove off. Now you know you're fucked.
It's
Dangerous.
like she's about to give you a
Carol
prostate exam.
Danvers better look. Yeah, Carol Danvers better
Yeah,
look
yeah.
out.
This is the they should just call it the anti-Carol Danvers doll.
It's
a couple
it's
different
half of the
iterations.
internet's favorite.
There you
Half
go.
the internet.
That's
And
way
then the
better.
most recent one, the one that's actually in stores right now, is part of this Marvel Legends wave. With let's see. Oh no, it's going to open up another window.
I like that storm
Ugh.
over there. That storm was kind of cool. That's a cool green.
Yeah,
what is
I'm
it,
trying to.
Uncanny Avengers Rogue.
Oh, this one right here is the one
No,
right
no,
here
the-
is the Age of X.
The green and white one.
Oh. Yes. This
Oh,
is
that's from
yeah, kinda
her
better.
mid 2000s uniform change.
Yeah,
Or
I like-
2010s.
That's the only other one
Yeah.
that I remember actually sticking is the jacket one and this one.
Yeah.
She's had a
This is
couple
funny,
of
but like
ones.
you can see the history of like Rogue figures is slowly getting better from
Not
this
great.
thing to yeah.
from
It's-
this thing to the,
it
Real.
went from it's from this one here to this one here to over here. And
They
then the
don't know
had
bottom, there's-
other
I was gonna say,
other female characters. It
yeah,
wasn't
I mean,
impossible.
why don't you just do the Jean Grey one and paint the hair?
but I mean people did that. There's customizers out there who did stuff like that, but this here we go. Oh, damn it. Open the same thing. Is it going to do? Here we go. This is the most recent one. This one's available
I like
now
that.
in stores.
When is the
Simple,
show
it
supposed to come
works.
out? I keep seeing like clips like, oh, soon.
I mean,
Go back to your
wait
childhood
for-
soon.
they probably have to do some like retakes and stuff. So they're waiting to sign off on the strike
Oh.
that's so over, but not because some people just wanted to get back to work before
I
shit
see what
was
you're saying. Yeah.
finalized. So I'd
Well,
imagine that's it. Because even with animation, you have to do retakes.
I agree. But I had eventually, I mean, I had ultimately said the segue about the Big City Green ones is because do you remember the blonde from Reno 911?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
does a southern accent on the Big City Green show as the divorced mom that I think would actually work as a Rogue one. If the lady who originally did Rogue doesn't return or couldn't return, if they're trying to like go in a different direction, I think she could have filled in pretty well. I'll see if I can find it as you guys are looking through these things.
We have
Pull up the
a
clips.
very correct comment, a very important
It's-
comment in the chat.
Talk. Strong silent type, huh? I've dealt with your kind before. Thanks for letting me help out, Bill. You can finally see my culinary skills in action. Hacha!
Wow, you're really getting into the spirit of things. Those maters ready yet?
Oh yeah, tomatoes ready for launch. Pew!
Whoa there. Hey, what a fun way of doing that. Okay, next up we need the horseradish sauce.
Sauce coming right up. Just gotta. There we go. Whoops, Mr. Drop.
I would have measured that out first, but it's fine. Soon we'll need the vegetables.
Got him right here.
No, not yet. The broth.
Hasn't simmered yet.
Ah, well, no big deal. It all cooks the same, am I right?
Yeah.
From Dead by Donovan.
So yeah, Dead by Donovan. There is a
Fair enough.
They did indeed nerf her butt.
From the 97 from the animated series.
From
'Cause
the original.
I can see that. I
Oh
could
no!
definitely-
Of course Mondo did.
Wait, what did Mondo do?
so
Give her a
Mondo's
butt.
got the license for some of the bigger Marvel stuff, but they have this Wolverine that's out there. But I guess they don't have one for Rogue yet. But I was just going
The
to mention
Wolverine
because they did
is where he's holding the picture of Jean.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
he's-
That's awesome.
putting the picture of Jean on the bed, which I guess I have to go back up over here. Way too zoomed in. There we go.
Okay, well, what this has done tonight is maybe want to go buy toys.
That's the purpose I serve on this podcast. Maybe is just that I'm
True.
I'm like, have you seen this? Have you collected this? Go out and buy this.
I want the Wolverine with it comes with a turkey leg.
You're in
That's
luck.
awesome.
Here's Wolverine that
Finally.
comes with a turkey leg and a photo of Jean that he can look at lovingly and go,
Lust over.
Jean.
Is he looking at really thruppling hard there, aren't they?
I mean,
Yes.
they were just prepping.
He-
They were just
He
prepping.
didn't even cover Scott or anything. Nah, leave him in.
Different masturbation
he's-
hands. What are all those hands for?
A variety of things.
Apparently, it's just too many hands.
Yeah.
I think. All right,
Yeah.
I found it.
Oh,
Uh,
you can share your screen. Take mine away.
I didn't take yours away. It's still up there.
No, I'm saying go into. You need to take mine down, or you need
telling
me
you
to take
to.
mine down.
Oh, no, I got it. No,
Oh.
I'm hoping you guys can hear this.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Can you
I
hear
believe
it?
in us.
No.
Nope.
But
Did
also, I
share with
think-
audio.
I think we could get taken down for this.
Yeah. Don't do it.
If you if you share the auto for more than like 10
A few
seconds.
seconds. Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna share the whole episode.
Yeah.
Is it that? Is it that? Take it down. I like to think there's somebody with a stopwatch. I know that's not true. Somebody with a stopwatch. Like 1, 2,
You mother.
3, 4,
Oh damn! I also got it.
5. Gonna hit this button.
Yeah.
7.8. Damn it. Well, guys, we did it. We talked about the toys that made us the men we are today, which is
There you go.
I don't know if that's
made it sound a lot sadder when I put it that way.
I mean, I
Right?
mean, we covered a sprinkling of them, considering I'm
We
also
did.
still surrounded by the Ninja Turtles right here, Transformers down here, Legos.
oh yeah, I
here,
didn't even
like it's
get to
Batman
Transformers.
right
Yeah.
here. Just
Oh, it's we have. I'm sure we could do several versions of this as
My
we go
brother's
throughout the
Bucky
years.
O'Hare toy
oh
Why did your
man,
brother have a Bucky O'Hare toy?
because he goes where no ordinary rabbit would dare.
Is this just because you couldn't get the Ninja Turtles at the time?
Did he
Pretty
have
sure,
the
yeah.
Deadeye Duck too? Did he get the Minerva figure? And
Nope.
no, just Bucky O'Hare. All right,
Just
fine.
Bucky.
They have Ultimates figures from Super 7 for them too now. So you can buy him a $50 Bucky O'Hare toy.
I'm not
There you
going to
go.
do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying
No
you
one,
could.
no one needs that. That's
I
unnecessary.
mean, no one needs.
I don't like
yeah.
it.
Nope, I don't like it.
Stop
No.
trying to sell me old KCOP things.
All right, fine. Then I'll just go back to trying to sell you on the King of the Hill in action figures. You two
Okay,
can
those aren't made on.
own Khan, Min, and Hank Hill, and
I just want Bobby. Come on.
just Bobby.
God damn it,
That's my
Bobby.
purse. I don't know you.
All right,
I
well,
was at Hot
that's it.
Topic recently, and they have a Bobby Hill T-shirt. I'm just like,
Yeah, because Bobby Hill's awesome.
I mean, I don't disagree, but I'm also surprised. Like, it just seems like the timing and like the cyclical nature of pop culture is definitely there. It's just surprising to me.
It's
Was
not
it
the one
okay?
you would expect if popped out.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the show's coming back, so
Now,
got to get out there and get it out there before everyone else does.
there you go.
Although it won't be having Dale, which is tragic.
have they taken him completely off, or are they going to recast?
I think he's already shot a few episodes
think-
already.
Yeah, they said that he's already done some recordings prior to the strike, and I'm curious what we'll do. I mean, I'm looking forward to Rusty Shackleford and his pocket sand, but we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll do like they did with Fast and Furious. They'll just send him off.
just
He'll be
Rick
hanging
and
out with
Morty
Paul
it.
Walker. Did
What
somebody
did
sounds like him?
I haven't even seen
Yeah.
the Rick and Morty since they returned. What
They
did
just
they
got
do?
Me
new
either.
voice actors.
Okay, so just
For everybody?
No, just for Rick and Morty.
the
Okay.
hard part. Well, I was going to say the hard part is that he was also a writer on the show, but then again, so was Justin Roiland. So it's
Mhm.
fine. Also,
Do you really need to ride on that show?
do I need what?
So do you really need to ride on that show? It's like, hey, use a teleport gun to get out of whatever situation you put yourself in.
Yeah, well, it's just also like they both. Yeah, I'm looking more forward to returning to King of Hill than I am to Rick and Morty, just because I don't know. There's definitely times where I'm like, I wish they'd swing harder into some of the stuff, like, but oh well.
For Rick and Morty?
Yeah, like when they had one episode where they beat up Nazis, like just have that happen every episode, and just turn to the camera and say, "Hey,
Too close to home, buddy. Too close to home.
fuck Nazis."
Is that what we're saying these days? Is that what we're saying these days?
Mm-hmm.
God,
That I knew you.
this is
Can.
why we can't do this late. Kareem goes off on some wild tangents. You get some trouble.
He's like, "It's midnight here. I'm done."
All right.
Well, thank you
Everyone,
for joining us.
Thank you. Yes.
Dead by Donovan, Fernando, B. Thank you all for joining us today. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll catch you next time.
Do it again.
Same tangent channel.
Have our shit
same
together.
tangent time.
Yes. Shit together.
Ish.
Together shit.
Yeah, it's never gonna be professional, but it'll be professional adjacent.
There you go.
Close enough.
Casual. Professional casual. Business casual. That's what we'll get
This
towards.
is casual. I'm not wearing a tie.